right before I started this video. It was a fun fact. You could always go to the person that the rumors were started about and ask them about them to confirm whether they're true. Better yet, you could hear their version of it. That would be a start. I agree with that fact. That is a fact. I would agree on that. Golly, I did not have intentions on making a video. However, a lot has come to me today. I'll tell you that. I went with my girlfriend today to the beach. Oh, we had such a great time. I love it because we can have such heated debates when it comes to like politics, worldly things, and we get passionate. We're two Scorpios. We can get very passionate, but we just like it. It's a passionate conversation, but we land there. We respect each other to have a passionate conversation and it be that. But golly, I did pick up a lot in that conversation that I did have with her because it got my wheels turning. I was like, dang, there's some interesting concepts in that in reference to the Epstein files and why it wasn't so much talked about with Biden and Obama, but why it's so much focused on with Trump. Because I agree with that. And a lot of the times when you pick up on these like synchronicities and patterns, it's all a part of a psyop in reference to when things get rolled out and to where they can fixate on certain things. Because there's a lot of things that get rolled out and there's things happening behind the scenes that we don't see because we're so fixated on these certain things. I mean, it's just the reality of it. It's just the truth. And I'm like, oh, you know, because like I told her, I was like, Trump is Trump. I mean, I respect Trump for being Trump. I don't expect anything outside of Trump being Trump. I don't expect anything outside of Biden being Biden. And I don't expect anything outside of Obama being Obama. Like, they're all in the same wheelhouse to me. Like, because they've all had their turn, they've had their ability to change it up, and they're not choosing to. They're not choosing to. So you can place anybody in it, and they all pretty much dance the same in different ways. But they blame it on each other. Like, that's the show. That's the movie. Like, that's the reality. You would have to be blind not to see that at this point. Or paid off. Or controlled, or dirty secrets, or a Ponzi, or a scapegoat. I mean, you know, that, I mean, it is what it is. That's where we've landed. And so it's one of those things, but it was really eye-opening to me because it's like, I do see it. Very much so, actually. I mean, it's so funny. I could see them all breaking bread on the sidelines. I totally could. Like, these little millennials, Gen X, whatever you want to call it, while they are getting their boots strapped, we're all like, you know, it's one of those things. To each of their own. Agree to disagree. But you just start picking up on things, and when she brought that to my attention, I was like, dang, you're right. When Biden was in, Epstein wasn't talked about. When Obama was in, Epstein wasn't talked about. So why is Epstein being talked about now? Obviously, Trump's in it quite a bit. Obviously, there's some ties there, clearly. But why wasn't it talked about before? Why now? Right? It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I thought so too. I was like, wow. You know? Another thing that came to me. So when I see all these videos on my timeline and it's talking about they and them and he and she and all this, I'll start commenting like, who are they? Who are they? Who is he? Who is she? Who? If you're going to talk about they and them and this and that, say their names. Or be more specific. Because I'm really mindful of the names that I give out. Because, you know, it's one of those things. Although I'm down for somebody to sue me. I wish they would. I wish they would. Truthfully, I wish they would sue me. I'm down for discovery. I am so down for discovery. But it's just so often enough we grab on this concept of like they, them, this, that. And it's like, do you even know who you're talking about? Because everything is a reflection of you. So when you spend your time consistently talking about they, them, he, she, this, and that, it's just a reflection of you. That whatever things that you're fixated on. Like, these are things that I had to wake up to. Truly. You know, and it's one of those things through my walk. Through my walk. By the grace of God. I'm just at a place where it's like, I told my girlfriend today at the beach, I'm like, I am not looking for anything factual outside of me. Nothing factual, because I don't believe anything. I just truly don't. Outside of my faith, outside of the reality of what I know to be true in the path that I have walked, I just don't give any power outside of that. I'm not looking to gain anything from anyone else. Like, no matter who you are, all the way up the ladder. I'm just not. I've seen so much. I've walked through so much when it comes to systematic abuse, things being deleted, things being manipulated. I don't need that. I refuse. Right? And I also know that anything that's on a screen can be a complete falsified situation. It can be a falsified evidence. It can be a falsified narration. But because it's on a screen and so says it, it is real. And it's like, no, actually it's not. Because I haven't had a conversation with you in person, so I haven't been able to see your eyes, see your gestures, and understand the statement that you're saying in real life, so I don't actually know if it's true. Because what's on a screen can be completely manipulated. I've literally seen things be deleted off my phone right in front of me, and I wasn't the one deleting them. I wasn't the one deleting them. So who was? Who are they, right? You know, it's like one of those things. Here's what I do know is they in my past have a situation. There's a situation, whether that's my family, previous employers, the churches that I went to, my friend groups, my previous husband, my ex. I mean, I do know. That would be they for me, right? My community involvement, local law enforcement, that is a they for me. That is a they for me, right? But everybody's they can be different. But this is what I do know. This is what I do completely know. And I know that we live in a world that likes to manipulate the surroundings of people in the storyline of what's presented in front of you to where they can indoctrinate your choices and your beliefs and you to think that these are actually thoughts coming from you, but they're actually not. They're dictated from them. That I do know because I've been well-versed on those things. Very well-versed. And see, anytime I go outside of myself, it's always generally at the detriment of me. That is what I have learned in the 41 going on 42 years on this earth. Is anytime that I go outside of myself and I give people a position of power in my world, it's usually at the detriment of me. And so I'm at a place in my walk where I do not go outside of myself, and I'm not looking for anyone outside of myself to provide me answers that I don't have within me, period. Like, I was going down the list again. Let me preface this. Like, I absolutely respect and love Candace, Tucker, Barron, Valhalla. But I was looking at it and I was like, okay, so Tucker's Switzerland and I love Tucker. Candace is definitely, Candace, and I love Candace for her, but she's definitely improved in some scenarios, right? Barron was able to quit his day job and now he's doing this. Valhalla just